What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Dmitry Bivol, Aurtur, Beterbiev. Get this, Bivol states, quote, "I can beat Beterbiev. Why not? I have good skills, defense, and combinations." Dmitry Bivol has long been regarded as one of the boxing's best fighters, of course, after beating Canelo Alvarez and dethroning Zurdo Ramirez and taking his O away from him. And he said, "I think I beat Aurtur Beterbiev because I believe in my skills. I could beat Beterbiev. Why not?" He says, "I could lose. It depends on my preparation. It depends on my mental. I could have lost to Ramirez too. I tried to do everything right in my camp, and I tried to believe in myself. I tried to be focused on the fight. Why not win against Beterbiev? I have good defense and good combinations. I have good boxing skills. Why couldn't I beat him? Of course I could. I just need a good training camp and good sparring partners, and I could." You remember what people said about Canelo. We're all people, not monsters. Someone stronger, someone faster, but we're all people. Wow. Those are the words of Dmitry Bivol. Let me counterpunch. I agree with 94% of what he said. I said what he said, and I agree with 94%, but so let me talk about the other 6, okay? I think that Dmitry Bivol, he could beat Aurtur Beterbiev. He could beat Aurtur Beterbiev, and he says he has to believe in himself, and he has to work, it depends on his preparation, and it depends on my mental, okay? Well, mental, I think it depends on your mental, but it also depends on how much you are willing to win, okay? Because what is really to prepare you for one of those hooks from Aurtur Beterbiev? One of those shots that you don't see when you are shooting those fast combinations. Because, see, one thing about Zurdo Ramirez, he's not as fast as Bivol was. Neither is Aurtur, but Aurtur is able to get shots in between other people's shots. We've seen him do it with Volsnik. Alexander Volsnik was doing a good job with Beterbiev, and Beterbiev still mowed him over. He just outpowered him. He just overpowered him. He just ran over him, okay? And he just had more than Volsnik had, and he actually caused Volsnik to temporarily retire. If you guys don't know, Alexander Volsnik is a Ukrainian fighter, which, has the classic battle with Adonis Superman Stevenson. His last fight, tragically, that was, he was hospitalized for, a long time. He didn't die. He's still in recovery. He's doing really well, I hear. But Volsnik was the reason for that particular onslaught of damage, okay, to Superman Adonis Stevenson, okay? So, when we're dealing with someone like Aurtur, though, the guy that beat him, a guy that has skills, because one thing about Volsnik had skills, just like Aurtur, Dmitry Bivol. So Dmitry Bivol, he might be a little sharper, and I don't know if he hits as hard, but I can tell you, he's gonna need it all, and he's gonna need more than just preparation. It's how you prep yourself, but how are you gonna prep yourself from a punch? Okay. And, his defense, his combinations, his speed, his skill, those are all factors that could win, and that could win him rounds. But when it comes down to someone like Aurtur Beterbiev, I look at Beterbiev at the same mentality of someone like Deontay Wilder. He's not going in there to fight you, to try to outpoint you. He's going in there to stop you. Okay? Let's look at Aurtur Beterbiev's record for a second. All right? Aurtur Beterbiev, he lives in Canada now. He's 6 foot tall, 175 pounds. His record is 18 wins, 18 knockouts, no losses, and definitely no draws. Or should I say no draws and definitely no losses, okay? And a guy like that, with a record like that, do you think he fights for points? Let's look at his record. Okay, Joe Smith, KO. Marcus Brown, KO. Adam Deans, TKO. Volsnik, TKO in the 10th round. Hot Rod, that was one of my favorite up and coming fighters. KO in the fifth. Callum Johnson, KO. Enrico, KO. Prieto, TKO, TKO, TKO. All these are knockouts, bro. Okay? You can see that from the record, but I just want to give you a breakdown. This guy does not stop. So the only way I see him, and this is the danger of Dmitry Bivol, he has to do something that's no one else has ever done. Survive. Because there's no doubt about it. I think he can outpoint him. With those hand speeds and the defense, yes, he's going to need all of that. But then will that be enough to keep, Aurtur at bay? And whoever wins this should be at least the number 3 pound for pound. Let's just be real. At least number 3. Hell, number 2. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of, Canelo's up there. Okay, Dmitry beat him. So if Aurtur, which is 18-0, if he beats Dmitry Bivol, he should be number 2. If I dare say number 1. But no, at the end of the day, Aurtur Beterbiev is a beast. And he might not be a monster or whatever, but he's the closest thing to it. And Dmitry Bivol better prepare himself like he's a monster instead of a human. Because once he gets in there, he better be about his business. And he better be ready to go and throw down with Aurtur Beterbiev, but at the same time, be smart. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Dmitry Bivol saying and believing that he can beat Aurtur Beterbiev. Why not? Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!